Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum, and today folks I am going to be showing you how to tame Reapers. Now I know I've made a video like this on my channel previously, however that was I suppose more of a showcasing video because I didn't quite know certain mechanics and how they worked. However, this will touch up on everything that I missed out on the previous video, as well as show you in depth how to trap a Reaper, how to get impregnated, and how to raise one, as well as where to find Reapers. So I have built my trap in a Reaper prime location. There are loads of Reaper Queens, so I will show you the area later on in this video. So if you folks enjoy this video, don't forget to support me by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new for more similar content, and why not check out some of my other videos, who knows, you might just enjoy them. So as you've seen, my trap is basically designed out of behemoth gateways. Now I have made my build out of metal, so there's 4 behemoth gateways kind of like in a square with a bit of spacing between them, where I've placed dinosaur gateways, so that allow me access in and out of the taming cage from any angle without opening the main gate. So on the sides that my base is, I've placed these battery things. I've already set them up so that they face the gate that faces the base that I have set up here, as I want the Reaper to be around this area, so that is where I'm going to be focusing or trying to lure the Reaper into. I have set them up on maximum range, and my base is on a platform, as you can see, that is just slightly above the dinosaur gateway, so I can come with a ladder down where I will be able to access the base. Over here I have doorways, which I will use to basically block the spike attack and able to shoot as well at the Reaper Queen. So inside there is a generator and a keypad. I have already placed a pin on all of the doors in which I may bring a Reaper in the trap. So once the Reaper's in, it should step over the bear traps, and to specify, those are large bear traps, and once it is snagged onto that, I will activate the locking mechanism, lock it in, and then continue with the taming. I can see my rock drake is already damaged because what had happened before, I tried to film this and a Reaper Queen spawned right underneath me, so that was like what, my 4th, 5th attempt, and because there was another Reaper Queen that spawned right underneath me, that kind of complicated things, so I had to kite them away. So I know there's a Reaper Queen down here, at least there should be 2. I think there's another one somewhere close by because I kind of led them out here. There you go. That thing, that dust moving around on the ground, that is a Reaper Queen. She is now underground, so I'm going to land next to her, and afterwards I am going to make a run towards my trap. Right, okay, I'm a bit far, so I'm going to stop a bit, wait for the Reaper Queen to catch up. I don't know what level it is at the moment. The one I was trying to trap before was a high level, so I'm hoping that this is the one. Be careful not to step on the bear traps because you will trap your rock drake. The idea with the bear traps is to trap the Reaper Queen in them. Okay, she's in the cage. Quickly get down into my base and shut the gates. She's already started digging, so I'm hoping that she's not got herself out. The gates are shutting. Quickly have a look around to see if she's out. So if she's not anywhere out here, I can't see her in there. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, there she is. Okay, so she's got out. It's alright. I still have some more bear traps in the taming cage, so that means I'm going to have to kite her back in. I was hoping that the super spyglass would tell me which level it is. I'm going to open up the trap again. Trap's open. I'll go and get my rock drake and I will kite her back into the trap. So she's there. So I'm gonna go around this way. I'm gonna try and avoid the inside of the trap just so I don't trap myself, because as I said before, if you step on the large bear traps, your drake will get caught on them, and that's the last thing we need. So there we go. Jump over them. I think she's in. Quickly get on the cliff where I've built my base. Come on. There you go, buddy. So she's now nicely in the trap. Let's go and shut the gates. There we go. That should do it. Now, obviously I prepared before this and I turned on the charge things, the batteries. So that means she's now being debuffed. They are aimed at her or at the gate, Behemoth gateway, facing the little base that I've got here. And as you can see, as you'll see in a bit, she won't be able to hit me because of the doorways that I've placed up. So that will act as a barrier that stops her spike ability, the one that she uses to throw spikes at you. So I'm gonna be cautious still, because she might be able to get me from this range. Although she's inside the trap, I don't really want to risk it, because one bite from the Reaper Queen will damage my hazard suit, even though it's ascendant. So I mean, my suit is already taking damage just by being in this area, so I don't really want to have that problem on my head. So I'm just going to be very cautious. But as you can see, I can shoot through the doorways and they should be able to protect me. So I'll hide behind the door frames when I see her use the spike ability, as well as allowing me to assess how much damage she has taken. Okay, so the Reaper Queen has been damaged pretty badly. I've turned off the light and you'll know that she's ready to impregnate when you see this red aura on her. So that means she's below 2000 health. Also, this only shows up once you've turned off the charge. So she will not impregnate once the charge is on. So very, very, very important. That was the mistake that I did in the first video. And she seems a bit focused on the gate at the moment. So she'll normally tail swipe and then try to use her tail to impregnate you. And because of the way I've designed the trap, you can easily access those lanterns and turn them off. I'm gonna try and aggro her a bit. She seems a bit focused on the gate at the moment. Okay, my rock drake is being attacked by something. Hopefully he can hold out for a little bit. So I'm going to try and get closer to her. You'll also know that she's ready to impregnate. If you look at her right knee, there should be blood that goes down her leg. So that's when you know that she's ready to impregnate. You can also test this by turning off the charge as well. Once she has impregnated you, make sure you have some health brews on you. Use them up quickly. As you see, it leaves you with literally almost no health. And this is not a good area to be left with very little health, because there's a lot of hazards, including creatures and everything else. Okay, so I am quickly going to close up shop here because I'm finished and I want to get out of here, as I do not want to take radiation damage, because that will make me lose the pregnancy. Okay, so once you have been impregnated, it is important to know that you do not want to take radiation damage. So I suggest going to a safe area. Also, you will need to kill stuff so that the baby Reaper inside you gains XP, and I think it can gain a maximum of 75 levels. So you'll need about 52 or just over 52,000 XP gained for the Baby Reaper. And of course that is whilst you are impregnated. However, do not worry, on official servers you will probably have around 13 hours to do this. And of course you will also need a birthing pen, which I'll show you how to build later on. Okay, I was meant to include this little segment before I actually did the tame. However, this is where I have built my trap, and you can build traps here. So this is at a high area where you are allowed to build. However, you can't build on the dark portions on the ground. For some reason, it doesn't allow you. So you'll need to do your building on the brown earthy areas. So this is where I've built my base, and I'm going to show you the area around to give you guys an idea of how many Reaper Queens there are in this area. It is absolutely nuts, and I do have the exact setting as the official server in terms of dino count. So there's a Reaper Queen right there. You can see the dust. Let's see what level this one is. There we go. There's Reaper Queen number 1. It is also close to one of the artifact caves, and this is the cave for the artifact of the stalker, I believe. So it's around this area that you can build your trap. There is another one, so you can see the dust. It's buried underground. There's the level. And I mean, it's absolutely nuts how many of these things there are, so do be careful. It is going to be a bit of a challenge building here because you will be attacked constantly by stuff. But once you've set up a base, then that's that. You know, you've got a prime location for taming Reapers. Also, you don't have to build your pen and base out of metal like I did. You can build it out of stone. They do withstand the Reapers. I just did mine out of metal because of personal preferences. There's another Reaper right there. Let's see, can we find... Oh, there's another one quite close to this one. What level is that one? No. Okay. I might have to move a bit closer for spyglass to actually work. See if we can get a reading. There we go. So that is how common these things are around here. And as I said, you will want to build somewhere on the earthy area. Here are the cords, because for some reason it doesn't allow you to build on the dark portions of the ground, or at least that was my problem when I used the vanilla stuff, as I did use the vanilla stuff for building the traps for the purposes of accuracy. Now this might change at some point in the future, but this is what it's like currently speaking. Alright, so on to the birthing pen. So I'm going to start from my right side. There I've got a 2x2 wall, ladder on one side, then followed by a dinosaur gate, then another 2 dinosaur gate at 90-degree angle, another 2 dinosaur gate, and at this end there is a behemoth gateway. Of course, you don't have to build yours out of metal. I did this just because I like the design of metal. It looks pretty cool. On this end I have 2 ceilings coming out with letters on both sides, so that allows me to get in and out of the trap, as when you have birthed your baby Reaper, it will be on wander and you don't want it to run off. You'll also want to have Reaper pheromone ready when it is time to birth your baby, and you will want to apply it, I would say 10 seconds before you're ready to birth. Otherwise the baby Reaper will be aggressive towards you and non-tameable. Also, the ladders will be our way in and out until the Reaper reaches the age where we can control it by making it follow us, and I'll show you that later on in the video. Alright, so it's nearly time for the baby Reaper to come out. Whilst it is a baby and not in its full Reaper form, we will not be able to control it. It will go wherever it wants. There's no way to get it to follow you or control it. At 10 seconds before birthing, I'm going to, or I have actually applied the pheromone. You can get the Reaper pheromone by killing Reaper Queens and then looting the corpses. If you don't use the Reaper pheromone, the baby Reaper will think you as an enemy and will attack you. And as you can see, it leaves you with almost no health, so it will most likely be able to kill you. Okay, let's claim the baby. Gonna put some food in it, and as you can see, it does eat meat. And here is one mistake that I made previously. I thought that you could also get female reapers or reaper queens this way, but it is only reaper kings that can be tamed. So apparently reaper queens are not tameable. I mean, it is a bit sad because they are cool looking. I wouldn't mind having a reaper queen even if it was with the exact same stats as a reaper king. That should totally be a thing. However, this is the way the game is. And on this occasion, I'd like to thank everybody for making me aware of this on my previous video via the comments, as I totally got it wrong. Alright, so I am back again at around 10.1%. The baby reaper will change form, and this is what I wanted to show you. There we go. It's now got its final form. And from this point on, we can control the Reaper by having it follow us. However, when you disable follow, it will still be on wander. It is nothing that we can do until it is fully mature. I'm going to go and put some more meat on it, and I shall see you folks in a bit. Okay, so after many days of hard work and sleepless days and nights, you'll have your very own Reaper King, and I imagine that this might take about the same amount of time to raise as a Giga. So let's test out its damage. It's quite good actually, and I do have the breeding settings similar to the official server so that you folks can see what kind of damage this creature can do. I haven't leveled it at all, but it is fully imprinted, so as you can see, it can do quite a decent amount of damage, and this is off of a 145 female Reaper Queen. So let's go and sort out that Dodicarus. I'm going to try this ability to see. Alright, so it slows it down. I don't think it applies any torpor, but that is quite a useful ability. And so left click is bite, right click is for the tail spikes that have that green animation. I'm assuming they are tail spikes because that is what they shoot at you in the wild. And C is the tail swipe. Also, the Reaper King can jump, not very high, but it still can jump. I guess that is quite, I suppose, a useful ability to have for this particular map, and also you can bury it underground. Well, that is it for this video, folks. This was the tutorial I aimed to make when I first made that taming guide for the Reapers. So that is why I made the second one. I wanted to correct my mistake. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and why not check out some of my other videos? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Until next time, stay safe, folks.